Bar is open, so let's do the Chang classic beer. Hey there, SG Alcohol Guy here, making use of my Wines and Spirits certification, which includes a course on beers, to give you an honest review on the alcohols that I am tasting. And today, we'll be looking at the Chang classic beer. So I think the can has been repackaged somewhat. You know, it's a nice golden can now. Has very matte finish to the can. It's different from the shiny finish that I remember. And what they did was, on one side of the face is this design, and on the other side is another design in case you want to store your beers horizontally. And the Chang Classic Beer is a product of Thailand, a lager beer with natural ingredients, couple of elephants on the front design, and the ingredients state that it is made of water, malted barley, rice, and hops. Point to note is that the malted barley is highlighted and bold. Wonder what that could mean. And for this can, what I did was I purchased a 6-pack, and that set me back 1450 Singapore dollars. Meaning each can roughly worked out to about 240 Singapore dollars. And for that, you get a 320 ml can with 5% alcohol content. But let's see how it looks and smells. Now, pouring a beer, what I usually tend to do is I ensure that there's a lot of foam in the glass after I pour it. This ensures that the foam is in the glass and not in your stomach, because you don't want to feel too bloated and you don't want to hear reviews full of burps. So color-wise, it's more golden. You know, I've seen very light pale yellow lager beers. This is actually a little bit more golden. Of course, I don't have a comparison with me, but I can just see, you know, that it's just that bit more golden. And scent-wise, it doesn't come across as too sweet, and it also doesn't give off a bitter smell. You know, there's nothing specific running through my nose. So I don't know how this beer is actually going to taste like until I do. So, taste test. And it's quite an interesting beer. While they did underline the malted barley words, I can taste the malt, but I can't say that it's very overpowering. If I were to compare it with, for example, the Sapporo premium beer or the Budweiser, both of those are extremely malty. This is a toned down version of that. Plus, there's that lager beer bitterness after the malt. So it's quite interesting where I can taste the malt first and then the bitterness follows it. There's probably a hint of sweetness around. It's not too pronounced. So it's actually a comfortable beer for me because I don't like my beers too sweet. So it's quite an interesting taste because, you know, after I put it in my mouth, it started with that malt flavor followed by the bitterness, and now the malt is slowly going down my throat, downwards into me, without the bitterness following it. So it started and ended with the malt with a little lingering of the bitterness. I can actually have all 6 cans of it tonight because it's such an easy drinking beer with a little bit of character here and there. And at 240 Singapore dollars a can, it's comparable to like Tiger beer, Carlsberg beer. But this has more character compared to, you know, the Tiger beer, which is also a lager, or the Carlsberg, which is a Pilsner. So at the same price, the Chang beer, the Chang Classic beer, has a lot more character, and that makes it a lot more enjoyable. Hey, thanks for watching up to this point. Now, I want to state that this review is purely on my opinion and my taste buds. So if you do come across something different, or you do taste something different from the Chang beer, drop me some comments. Let me know what you think, and we'll compare some notes. And whether you're a new or returning subscriber, do help me click on the like button, just to help me out. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's also a notification bell beside it. Just click on it so that you get notified of new upcoming videos that I post. I post 2 every week. But more importantly, happy drinking!